Welcome to the 1970's Gladiator Round tournament. And we're going to look at the brackets when this match is all done to see where this is headed. Today's matchup features Frank Zane versus John Brown. Now, on paper, John Brown is just no match for Frank Zane. But I'm here to tell you this man is very underrated. I have to say, if John Brown was on par as far as conditioning is concerned, then he would be getting the win here. I like his shape a little bit better than Zane's. I think he has bigger legs. Hard to tell. It's not a straight-on comparison. And those pecs. Wow, look at the chest of John Brown. One of the best set of pecs in all of bodybuilding. It's on par with Arnold Schwarzenegger. But, of course, nobody has the conditioning of Frank Zane. His skin is see-through. Very impressive. That gets him the slight edge in this one. But it's going to be a good contest, I think. Let's go to the next pose. And I guess we're going to dive right into the front lat spread. I was unable to find a competition picture of John Brown snapping the front double bicep pose. It's a shame. I was actually unable to find his side tricep competition as well. There's plenty of photo shoot pictures, so please don't remind me in the comments section below. I do not use those pictures. This is competition only. Frank Zane is winning in this for sure. Now, to be honest, I don't even think this is a front lat spread on the part of Brown. This is all I could find. So it is 2-0 for Mr. Zane. Let's go to the third pose. And it will be the side chest pose. Neither man is impressing me whatsoever. I think it is the lack of good pictures of this pose. This is the 1980 Frank Zane, a bad year for him. I am going with John Brown in this. He has a much thicker pec, and besides that, look at those little tiny spindles of legs. Poor Frank. Looks terrible. Needs some meat on those babies. So, John Brown battles back with one good point. 2-1 for Zane. Let's go to the next pose. And I may receive some criticism for allowing this to go on. This was the only other competition-ready picture of John Brown. He didn't have a rear lat spread, so I'm allowing this stylish pose since there's the exact one of Frank Zane. But now I'm thinking I'm regretting my decision. Definitely regretting this. John Brown is winning this in my opinion. He has an awesome back development, people. If he upsets Frank Zane in this competition, I'll never hear the end of it. So it is tied up heading into the final back shot. This, the rear double bi. And I am starting to get worried. John Brown is taking the lead with this rear double bicep, and it's not like Frank Zane is rolling over and dying. He has an impressive pose here, a very impressive pose. John Brown's rear double bicep is just world class on another level. I am definitely getting a little bit worried. There's only 2 poses left. Frank needs both of them. Let's begin with the most muscular. And Zane will be tying things up here. This is a very confusing situation. Not many good pictures of John Brown, I must say. And it is worth mentioning that he is a fantastic bodybuilder, and that's just too bad there isn't that many good pictures of him. But Zane is totally ripped here. Just looks fantastic. Not usually one to vote for the more aesthetic, most muscular, but John Brown is really giving us nothing here. So, pretty much by default, Zane ties it up, and now let's have a look at the final pose. And I must say, this one was right down to the wire. As close as they come. And this ab and thigh could honestly go either way. This is a very tight competition. I am leaning towards, drum roll please, Frank Zane. His conditioning is just too much. Yes, John Brown has the advantage as far as the thigh is concerned. Most people do over Frank Zane. But Frank has some pretty good striations in both of his thighs, which, does battle. But as far as the conditioning of those abs is concerned, Frank is on another level. But what a battle, and there is a definite argument to say John Brown could have beat Frank Zane in my opinion now. So let's have a look at the brackets. Frank Zane advances on. And he will face the winner of Albert Beckles and Scott Wilson. Wilson could be a real dark horse in this tournament. Of course, Albert Beckles is one of the top seeds. Of course, pretty much everybody in this is a top seed. What do we got? Schwarzenegger, Robinson, Boyer Coe. Wow, Lou Ferrigno. Roy Callender, another one. Well, I hope you enjoyed this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, and look forward to Albert Beckles versus Scott Wilson. And of course, have a good day.